Well, good morning. It's a beautiful February morning, 5 degrees out, and we've got a very interesting one today. This is a 1910 house. It's being remodeled by one of our larger contractors, but they're remodeling this house. If you look in here, there used to be a foundation wall there, but this is this concrete foundation didn't appear to have any aggregate in it. It's just like real coarse sand, and over the 100+ years it deteriorated, so the front of this house had settled, as evidenced by these severe cracks. So we have a one-sided form down there and some rebar, and we're gonna pump a 3/8 6-act mix design into this cavity and vibrate it and make a solid wall. Right now the house is actually jacked up a little higher than it needs to be, and then once this concrete sets up, they'll lower it. So we have 27 feet of that today, and then we'll run down into the root cellar. It's not really a basement. I would imagine that this root cellar was probably dirt originally, but now it's concrete, kinda. It's like they poured it in 10 different pours. Pump set up here. We're not using our pump today. We have actually our pump taken apart a little bit for servicing, so we're using one of our awesome subcontractors today. Down here we're gonna pour they ran a new water line in here, and so they busted out this section of floor, so we're pouring that piece back, and then we're doing just a dirt on one side and a form on the other side, a little strip footing here that eventually they're gonna frame a wall here to block off this dirt area here. But there's that other form that is the one-sided form that I showed you from outside. There's some bottle jacks there kind of holding this structure up for now, and so once that concrete's cured, they'll strip that form and they'll let this house back down onto that. And then this little wall here is also going to sort of become a little bit of shoring between that post and that wall, you know, plus it's going to block off this dirt and help finish up this space.
Okay, I'll just let it drain here for a second.
Oh, I didn't know we were putting finish out there. In there? Yeah. Oh God. Well, this is a good lesson on as concrete contractors, you should always build your own stuff. Now, we were supposed to build this form up here for this one-sided wall, but the contractor decided to save some money, you know, which we don't blame him, to build this one-sided form himself. Now we would never use OSB either. We always use CDX plywood. We did 2 lifts in this. It's only 2 feet tall, averaging probably 8 to 10 inches thick. But man, that OSB was snap, crackling, and popping on both lifts. We had it full. We actually had it full. So we had it filled up the whole way from the outside. But man, was everything making a ton of noise from down here. I was down here while the guys were pouring up there. I was trying to tap it, which eventually I kind of decided not to tap just because it just was making so much noise. But we filled it up super slow. Like I said, we did 1 lift, then waited a half an hour and topped it off. And we did have it topped off, but we were basically wrapped up, and then that kicker right there on the ground let go, and then it just sort of opened up like a zipper, and it basically blew out all the way to here, which is basically 2/3 of the way. So I just tried to call a contractor. He's not answering his phone yet, but I think we're just gonna have to let this harden, and we're gonna have to order another truck maybe tomorrow and fill it. This will all be hidden. You won't see this because he's gonna frame a wall right here to hide all this. So we're gonna have to see what he wants to do. But my suggestion is to probably just let this harden and then top it off again from the outside. So we'll see what he says. But yeah, don't use OSB, and concrete guys, build your own stuff. This always happens when we don't build it. People just don't know how much pressure concrete produces. So anyways, but hey, this little pour turned out good, and our other little pour turned out good. So that's been an interesting morning so far.